This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Tekashi says that Drake and Lil Durk are basically paying for their sins for dissing him. Now, that's rich coming from him because imagine all the things he's done, that's been a part of that. He's inflicted on others with the gang activities he was doing with 9 Trey. It's like, bro, you gotta stop. First of all, Drake didn't even really diss him. It was more Lil Durk. And, Tekashi was a snitch. Like, it is what it is. Some people really are against snitching. Now, we'll see how Lil Durk pans out with his whole case that's going on, but I think that's a stretch, that whole Drake and Lil Durk thing, and they're paying for, because the whole Laugh Now, Cry Later song. He should really focus just on Lil Durk, because Lil Durk is a hypocrite. I mean, that's a fact. He's a hypocrite. He contradicts a lot of things he says often. But we don't have to get into that right now. Rick Ross on the Desperate tour, okay? He went on PBD, Patrick Bet-David's podcast, and said that Drake's album was atrocious. And he wasted an hour of his life and his friend's life trying to listen to it. And, it's just like, bro, who does this guy think he is? That's the question. Who does Rick Ross think he is? Like, you're not selling albums anymore. You and Meek Mill combined came together to try to sell an album, and you only sold 30,000, and the music was good. Like, half the album was good. Rick Ross is so invested in this Drake beef that he has. He's milking it because he's not selling, like, it's a fact. He's not selling that many tickets for this tour he's about to go on. They actually have a 50% buy one, get one 50% off. I'm going to show it to you right now. It's insane. Like, buy one ticket, get the next one for 50% off. You can't even make this up. And this guy's out here thinking that he's better than Drake. He thinks he's better. When, listen, if you're looking for some street music, sure, Rick Ross delivers on that. But let's also take it into perspective that Rick Ross is not from the streets, bro. Like, he might have been raised there, but he's a CO. He was a cop. He was basically a police. And he's like, oh, Drake just can't recover. Da-da-da-da. Bro, you're a CO. You took a whole nother man's name. Freeway Ricky Ross is a real person that did real things and went to jail behind that and didn't authorize you to use his name, yet you ran with it. At least Freeway, the rapper, cleared it with him. Was a man about it. Rick Ross is like, listen, Rick Ross is funny and he makes good music, but he's a clown. Like, he always outdoes his last clown move. I don't care how much money he makes. It's never going to make him not a clown, He's a hater. He's basically like, thinks that Jay-Z is going to reward him for this behavior, I guess. I don't know what the end goal is, But he is tight that Drake is getting all the attention he's getting. Let's see what he sells at the beginning. Let's see what he sells on this mixtape with Max B and French Montana this week. He can't even get Mix in Miami to move a fraction. Even the worst song on Drake's trilogy has done more streams than that record. That record has Rick Ross, French Montana, and Max B. At this point, Ross isn't even forgivable. He's not. He's passionately hates Drake. And it's funny because he probably felt like this the whole time. He was using Drake for sales, using Drake for the attention, using Drake for the traction on records. Meanwhile, he was hating this whole time. I mean, you can see how these guys move. Rick Ross and Khaled, they move like this. They're users. They were standing shirtless, rubbing baby oil over each other with Diddy. Then all of a sudden, Diddy gets indicted and is crucified, and they don't say a word. But they were best friends. I mean, it's insane. Then we got Snap Dogg. He goes on the Really Speaking podcast. So make sure you go check them. Is it Really Speaking? Let me make sure. Yeah, Really Speaking. So make sure you go check their podcast. So I'm not going to play any clips from it, but Snap Dogg on their podcast said GloRilla's sister sold. It's another snake move. She sold out family for clout. And the run's already over, and you threw your whole family away for cash. Freaking clout. It's just like, that's just nasty, you know, to have someone like that in your family. Ugh. Rumors that Drake might do Rolling Loud. We'll see. I mean, you know, he talked about Rolling Loud and Coachella on the album. I mean, they always said the door's open to have Drake. Maybe he'll do it. I don't know. He would definitely dominate. Cardi B wants round 2, second tour leg, and then she on this. I ain't gonna play it because all she keeps saying is like, "Yo, my production costs $30 million. My belly ring costs $20,000." Like I don't know. She's trying to brag with materialistic things on this. It's very insecure live she did. It was weird. But she's going to sell another leg of her tour. We know that. Like, Cardi B is... I would say it's like her and Nicki are the top females. Meg's going to... I don't know if she's going to be able to recover, maybe. Then you got GloRilla. That's about it. Jim Jones is about to drop a diss record to 50 Cent and Cameron. Some DJs have been teasing it. It's just a desperate move to get back in the algorithm to sell his podcast and his studio he's got going on. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with these guys, but it's like these desperate moves. They get rewarded with a little bit of traction, like when Rick Ross jumped on the bandwagon with the whole Kendrick thing. He thought like that's the most streams he's gotten in years on his own, you know? 10 million streams. That's the most he's gotten. Believe it or not. It's hard to believe, I know. But it's like numbers are exposed now. You can see when someone's not doing well. So it's not just this facade like, oh yeah, a lot of people support it. You can see what the numbers are. And it's embarrassing for a lot of people like Rick Ross. Rumor is Jay-Z is aiming to try to take Drake out this year. If you can't see the writing on the wall, he was behind a lot of the Kendrick stuff going on. And, you know, he was part of this pile-on indirectly to try to take Drake out because he's worried Drake's going to eclipse his whole career in one move, which is the next deal he signs, you know? And a lot of people, like, you know, you could say, oh, you want, oh, they're not jealous. They're not worried about that. They're worried about that. I don't know. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. But it's all about what others think and accolades and stuff with some people. Jay-Z's one of those people. He's got to be the top dog and the only one at the top. He can't be, you know, like, that's another reason he got rid of Dame Dash. It's just facts. I mean, Dame Dash is annoying too. That's a whole nother topic. But also, he didn't want to share the spotlight with Dame Dash. You know, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this on my own." And he had a lot of support doing it, just like he had a lot of support with this Drake thing. So, I guess since Kendrick couldn't really, you know, do it completely, Jay-Z received some direct shots on the album, talking about, I don't want to, you know, I'm not going to sit down for $500K for a dinner. I would take the $500K over dinner. You can't teach me anything. Da da da. You know, stuff like that. Talked about the jig is up, all this stuff. So Jay-Z's probably gonna, it all aligns. Jay-Z has all these festivals going on this summer. He's has all these 20th, 25th, 30th anniversary type things going on. He's definitely itching to drop music. Itching. And that'll sell it right there. This beef. And Academics reveals that Drake was disappointed that him and Mal are, Mal's friends with Drake. And he says, I wish you guys weren't beefing with each other. But Mal and Rory chose that, so it is what it is. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. And make sure thank you so much for watching, and peace.